Hello, internet friends. Trump lets states, cities refuse refugees for first time in the U.S. October 2nd, 2019. I can't believe I missed this. When President Donald Trump dramatically slashed the number of refugees allowed into the U.S., he also gave state and local governments the authority to refuse to accept them for the first time in history since like 1980. Last week's move could further undermine a program that has seen an 80% drop in the number of refugees allowed in under Trump, who has pushed to limit both legal and illegal immigration. If governors or lawmakers want to close the door, it could hurt towns with aging populations that have come to rely on young refugees to revitalize their economies. So you're telling me people from failed countries, they're going to revitalize our economy, our high-tech American economy? Are they fucking stupid? Do you think we're that stupid? Oh my god. By the way, this is a PBS article. While conservative states like Texas and Tennessee have sued to halt refugee resettlement or demand compensation for the costs, the mayors of more liberal cities like Austin, Dallas, San Antonio, and Nashville have publicly welcomed more people fleeing danger in their home countries. Trump's executive order again thrusts states and cities into immigration policy, willingly or not, like when they had to decide whether to work closely with federal deportation officers or become sanctuaries that limit cooperation. The change was announced at the same time Trump cut the number of refugees to 18,000 next year, the lowest level since Congress passed the Refugee Act of 1980. Trump's order says the federal government and local officials were not coordinating well, and the administration was respecting communities that can't take in refugees. Refugees have the right to move anywhere in the U.S. once they're resettled. But the new authority for state and local governments could lead to disruptions, disputes, and delays, further chipping away at the U.S. resettlement program. Hello, knock knock, isn't that the point? The program has long enjoyed bipartisan support and was considered a model for protecting the world's most vulnerable people because of close coordination with communities that welcomed refugees, advocates say. This order is in effect a state-by-state, city-by-city refugee ban, and it's un-American and wrong, says Mark Little Hatfield, president of HIAS, a Maryland-based Little Hat nonprofit group that helps refugees worldwide find safety and freedom. Well, that's not a shocker, is it? Is this the kind of America we want to live in? Don't you just dig the dual citizenship crowd? Is this the kind of America we want to live in? Well, yeah, this is the America I want to live in, where local towns can put up signs that say no refugees allowed and the federal government will back it. Heck yeah, I want that. Fargo Mayor Tim Mahoney, a Democrat, says he hopes North Dakota's Republican governor keeps the door open. He said his city has 500 job vacancies and needs refugees to grow the economy, as does North Dakota, which has 30,000 unfilled positions. Alright guys, so tell me, what kind of jobs can low IQ people do from third world countries besides sweeping and basic low skilled work? We have lots of low skilled people here who are low IQ and they can't take those jobs. Probably because they don't want to live in those areas. God, these people are unbelievable. The city was receiving as many as 600 refugees annually until Trump's restrictions. Last year, Fargo got fewer than 100. I think a lot of mayors will tell you that we're on the front lines and we need people in our communities, Mahoney said. What? He said, employers call all the time hoping for more refugee workers. No, they don't. And the town has had good experience with them. I doubt that. Many work in healthcare as caretakers. So you want somebody from a third world country who doesn't speak English, who has no morals, doesn't have the same morals as Americans, touching the bottom of your grandparent? God, it's just unbelievable. Many refugees work in healthcare as caretakers, in the service industry, cleaning hotel rooms, or in manufacturing at plants that makes windows or computer parts. They are hardworking. No, they're on welfare, and often work 2 jobs. No, I doubt that, because they get free money from the government while they put their children through school. What? While they put their what? Through public school? 90% are fully employed within 90 days. Highly doubt it. Trump's order requires state and local officials to provide public written consent to receive refugees. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum, who considered suing the federal government to demand more say over the resettlement program, did not respond to questions by the Associated Press on whether he would give his approval. It's unclear whether counties and other government entities also can weigh in, but that could result in the United States admitting far fewer than Trump's already historically low cap. Quote, "It has the potential to paralyze the ability to move forward on refugee resettlement in many places across the country." Aww, says Mark Greenberg, a senior fellow at the Migration Policy Institute and former official in the U.S. Health and Human Services Department. Have you noticed the dual citizen pattern on the folks who are saying we need refugees in the United States? The International Refugee Assistance Project is considering suing over the policy, which Director Betsy Fisher said is, quote, "empowering local officials who share the anti-refugee and anti-immigrant agenda," unquote. In 2015, more than 24 states, nearly all with Republican governors, tried to shut out Syrians citing terrorism fears, but they didn't have the legal authority. A federal judge last year permanently blocked Indiana from trying to turn away Syrians under an order that Vice President Mike Pence championed as governor, which barred state agencies from making payments to a nonprofit resettling refugees in the state. Trump's changes mean resettlement agencies have been receiving less federal funding, which is based on the number of refugees admitted. The money supports language and cultural awareness classes, citizenship assistance, and job training and placement programs that help refugees quickly become self-sufficient. More than 51 programs have disappeared in the last 3 years, and 41 offices have suspended their services in 23 states. Yay! According to the Refugee Council USA, an advocacy group representing non-governmental refugee resettlement agencies, Betty Kabashi, who fled violence in South Sudan, said refugees are grateful to be in the United States, I doubt it, and want to contribute to their communities. She's a widow with 2 children, ages 5 and 7, who works as a hospital interpreter in Portland, Maine, where the Chamber of Commerce found that foreign-born residents have contributed $1.2 billion to the metro area's gross domestic product. Oh, I freaking highly doubt that. Quote, "I count myself as an American because this is where I found opportunity," unquote, said shitholer Kabashi, who hopes to get her dentistry license. Quote, "This is my home," unquote. No, it's not, you filthy piece of shit. How dare you be in my country in the first place? We don't even want you here. So this Sudanese lady who works as an interpreter now wants to get her dentistry license. What in the heck is she talking about, dentistry license? I don't think there's such a thing as dentistry. There's dental assistant, dental hygienist, and dentist, right? Am I missing something?